Willow and the Forest Guardian. The forest was hushed, as though holding its breath. Shafts of green gold light pierced the mist, scattering across mossy stones carved with forgotten ruins. Willow's cart creaked softly as she guided it along the narrow trail. Her whiskers twitched. Something ancient stirred here. Then the shadows moved. With a sweep of massive wings, the guardian revealed itself. A colossal owl, feathers shifting like leaves in the wind, eyes glowing gold. But its left wing dragged low, feathers bent and broken, brushing the mossy ground with a painful scrape. The forest seemed to sigh with its pain. Willow's heart pounded. She could turn back. She could run. Instead, she stepped forward, tiny against its towering presence. Her paws clenched, her eyes steady. The guardian's gaze narrowed, testing her resolve. The trial had begun. She reached into the cart, pulling free a folded bundle she had carried for this very purpose. It was her healing robe, woven with soft moss-colored cloth, stitched by careful paws long ago. With the robe upon her, the guardian's golden eyes narrowed. Willow paused, the weight of the guardian's gaze pressing down like the forest itself. Willow knelt in her moss-green robe, paws glowing softly as she pressed them to the guardian's broken wing, her touch weaving light and compassion into its wounded feathers. The air shimmered with light as the guardian rose to its full towering height. Then slowly it bowed low, wings spread wide in a gesture of reverence. Willow stood still, her moss-green robe glowing faintly in the golden haze, whiskers trembling as the great owl's gaze softened. For the first time, the forest felt quiet, not with tension, but with peace. A mouse and a legend, bound together in respect. The guardian lifted its head, golden eyes gleaming with warmth. From its vast wing it drew forth a single feather, glowing with golden light, threads of magic dancing along its edge. It lowered the feather below Willow, the gift radiant and alive, more than a token, a symbol of wisdom, protection, and trust. In that moment, she knew this was not the end of her journey, but the beginning of something far greater. The guardian lowered its great head, voice deep as the roots of the forest. Your gift is not complete, Willow. Beyond the trees lies the whispering lake. Go, and you will find what the forest still holds for you. Willow stepped softly from her cart as vast whispering lake unfurled before her in mist and silence. Forest opened into silence. Before Willow stretched a lake so still it seemed carved from glass, its surface holding the sky, the trees, and something more. Mist curled low across the water, and runes carved into stones along the shore pulsed faintly, as though breathing with the rhythm of the earth. With the golden feather clutched close in her paws, she drew her hood back, ears lifting as the air shimmered with voices. They weren't words, not exactly, but echoes, secrets rising from the deep. The whispering lake did not reflect her body. It reflected her soul. Willow leaned over the still water, the golden feather clutched close, and gasped as the lake revealed not her small frame, but a radiant reflection, a luminous soul shining back at her from the depths. The whispering lake trembled, its mirror surface breaking into ripples that twisted Willow's radiant reflection into flickering shadows, revealing not only her strength, but the doubt she carried within. Willow lowered the feather to the water's edge, her breath steady as light and shadow and her reflection wove together not as rivals but as one, revealing her true strength through acceptance. The whispering lake shimmered with silver and gold, light rising from the depths to swirl gently around Willow as if the water itself embraced her and blessed the strength she had found within. With the golden feather at her side, Willow stepped away from the whispering lake as the mist closed gently behind her, its fading glow a silent promise that her journey as a healer had only just begun. In the quiet of the ancient glade, Willow knelt before the great owl, and the healed guardian gazed down with calm pride, its golden eyes reflecting both gratitude and the wisdom of her journey. The final bow and a knowing smile, Willow bid farewell to the guardian, their bond woven into the forest itself, a promise that, wherever her path led, their journeys would meet again. As the cart rolled steadily beneath the forest canopy, Willow's mind wandered. She thought of the guardian's golden eyes, heavy with wisdom, the shimmer of the whispering lake where her reflection had revealed truths she'd never dared whisper. The glowing feather in her paws, a gift and a responsibility. Her whiskers twitched at the thought of Scout's curiosity, Ash's disbelief, Thistle's nervous excitement, and Bristle's steady nod. How would she tell them? As a healer's trial? As a tale of wonder? Or as a promise of what still lies to come? The forest seemed to breathe with her, carrying her story forward before she'd even spoken a word. On the foggiest of nights, when shadows dance and whispers travel on the wind, 5 friends will discover a place long forgotten. A gate that should never open, a house that should never wake, and a mystery that begins with the invitation. Stay tuned for this Halloween edition of Scout the Explorer Mouse. Thank you for dropping by and thank you for subscribing.